Hi, my name's Chris, and in this video I'm going to show you how to fit a 29-inch mountain bike in the boot of your 3 Series Saloon. So the reason why I'm making this video is because when I purchased this car it wasn't clear whether my mountain bike would fit in the boot of a 3 Series Saloon. I had a 3 Series Estate before, so a little bit of interesting information. The distance from the rear seats to the end of the bumper is actually the same in a 3 Series Saloon or an Estate. So in theory the space is similar, however in a Saloon you're missing that extra headroom which can make the difference. So the vertical part of this rear middle seat belt does actually get in the way when the rear seats are rolled flat. However, you can just unclip the vertical section of the seat belt in the seat belt buckle, and then it just retracts into the ceiling. So it's great if you can get your bike in the boot of the car, but while you're doing it you don't want to permanently damage the vehicle. So I've put a towel along the boot opening as well as at the headrest point of the rear seats. So when the seats are rolled flat you can actually see some of the leather upholstery, mainly at the back of the headrest, and of course you don't want to damage that. So I prefer to take just the front wheel off. You could do the front and rear. Some might argue that that would make it easier. However, I find that taking the rear wheel off multiple times can actually be a little bit of hassle, and sometimes you can knock the derailleur and it will potentially make your bike run a little bit less efficient. So I tried to put it in rear wheel first, mainly because you can put the weight of the bike and the wheel on the rear wheel and usually roll the bike in. Didn't quite work out in this situation, mainly because my bike has got a steering lock, so the steering on most bikes you'd normally be able to lay flat and it would probably go in this way. However, because my bike's got a steering lock, it was actually hitting against the bumper and the parcel shelf area. So after a little bit of struggling I decided that that's not the right way to get this to work, and that actually putting the handlebars in first is a much better idea. So handlebars in first, this way you can't roll the bike in like I just suggested a moment ago, so I do actually have to struggle a little bit more. I've got to lift and hold the main weight of the bike in my left hand while trying to guide the front of the bike through a small gap, being careful not to scratch the car or my bike. So the bike's almost in. I just move around to the front where I can lift and pull it in. If you notice just now I'm about to drop the bike on the rear disc, so next time I'll be a little bit more careful. I was focusing, this is the first time I've put this bike in my new car, so I was focusing on all the areas that could touch the inside of the vehicle. So now it's in the car. There's a healthy amount of space around the whole bike, so sometimes I've put my bike in the car and it's touching the front seats or it's touching the sort of rear door cards, but actually this is a nice fit, so there's a little bit of space all the way around. I'm 6'2" and this is a large sized 29-inch mountain bike, so there seems to be a fair amount of space that the handlebar's not about to touch the seat. The forks are up in the air, so they're miles away from touching the door cards, and the wheel is comfortably in the boot. Haven't had to lower my seat. So I'm just going to put the towel over the bike so then I can put the front wheel in. And we've got loads of space for extra luggage. I wouldn't advise putting 2 bikes in. It's probably possible, but you're pretty much guaranteed to damage the car. So where the left handlebar is, or the left hand grip is, the handlebar is actually touching the back of the headrest. So that's the point that I said you'd most likely damage the upholstery. And the left hand pedal is very close to that little strip of leather that you can see through at the base of the rear seat. So 2 points that you've got to be careful of. So I hope this has helped anyone considering getting a F30 3 Series Saloon or an F80 BMW M3. Of course, your bike will fit in the boot of the car.